Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Nosy Nate is here, so we're going to be together in this one for as long as he decides to stay here. So what's going on here? I told you that anything, when you hear these guys saying, well, we got some invisible airplanes or this and that, there's no such a thing, obviously. And hey, they cannot be detected. Yeah, maybe you can minimize the ability for the enemy to detect you on the radar. But still, that thing is an object. You can see it, smell it, taste it, and so on. So hear it, see it, although the regular, abilities that we have. So the same, when these guys send their famous tanks, Leopard 2 tanks or Abrams 1 tanks or whatever they send, they will be destroyed, as the Russians' tanks will be destroyed. Maybe it's going to get a little bit harder, but I don't think so. Why? They make noise, they release heat, they move. You hear them, you see them, you taste them. So we have here an article from Sputnik which informs us that obviously Leopard 2 tanks supplied to Ukraine are non-operational. Most of them. Why? Some of them were blown up, therefore they don't have materials to change those whatever was blown up in a tank, to replace them. So let me show you this little article here coming from Sputnik. It is from today, the 3rd of January 2024. Leopard 2 tanks supplied to Ukraine are non-operational, and this is according to German MP. Russia repeatedly, what are you doing? I'm gonna lay down here. No, don't touch that, don't touch that. Russia repeatedly stressed that Western equipment given to Ukraine while fueling the conflict will not ultimately affect the course of the special operation. Very few of the Leopard 2 A6 tanks delivered by Berlin to Ukraine are still in service, according to Green Party member Sebastian Schaeffer. The majority of the machines were damaged in battle, and spare parts are scarce, he stressed. And I'm quoting, "Unfortunately, we must admit that Ukraine can now use only small number of tanks delivered." End quote. Schaeffer wrote to Rheinmetall and Krauss Maffei Wagner arms manufacturers. Now, I was aware of this one, but now I'm aware of this one. Wagman Arms, or a Wegmann arms manufacturers, which was reported on by German media. The politician noted that some of the Leopard tanks were further damaged by Ukrainian servicemen who tried to repair them. I don't think so. I think they also have NATO countries repair people over there, maintenance crews. They will take care of them. They either get them to Poland, which I think they did, and they will probably do it in their shops in Ukraine. He stressed that there is a shortage of spare parts in the Lithuanian repair center. Why is it so? I thought these guys have a big defense budget as well. According to the politician who recently visited the repair center in Lithuania with Defense Minister Boris Pistorius, this is a guy who's on payroll of someone else, not on the German people. There are not enough spare parts for these tanks in the workshops to keep the vessels in working condition. In his speech, Schaeffer, a member of the Parliamentary Budget Committee, called for measures to speed up the repair work. Western donors, sponsors, had earlier announced the delivery of Leopard tanks to Kiev. Oh, see, I told you, mofo, you are going to do something. What's that? Anyway, here we go. He's just stretching now because he woke up, he came to visit me, and he's gonna everything up here, hailing them as a miracle weapon that would turn the tide for Ukraine. In total, the German government has transferred 18 Leopard 2 tanks from the Bundeswehr arsenal to Ukraine. That's garbage, 18. If you don't deliver about 500, that's nothing. How do you think you're going to change the world with 18? I don't think the Germans said that, but nevertheless, 18, that's zero. Within weeks the Leopard's arrival in the battlefield, Russian forces began hunting them down with missiles and kamikaze drones. In November 2023, Forbes magazine reported Ukraine was in danger of losing its entire Leopard fleet due to incompetence of its soldiers. I don't think so. I think they're not even operated by Ukrainians. That's my 90 hop. He goes in his box. Russia has repeatedly warned that arms supplies to the Kiev regime only fuel the conflict, while stressing that any Western military equipment used by Ukraine would eventually be decimated. Well. We escaped. We got this guy right here. So he's doing just, let's see if I can do this. Let me see. So he went into his little box here. Right there, mofo. Okay, sleep well. Whew, now we can continue. Anyway, my friends, as I said, you can see it, you can touch it, you can hear it, you can smell it, it's there. And 18, this is a joke. This is a joke. So I don't know what's going on over here. They sent 18 and the Americans sent 30 or 31 Abrams tanks. 30 tanks. I mean, if the Russians are lucky, in one day can destroy all of them. 30 strikes, 18 strikes. If you're lucky, you can detect them and boom, 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 and it's over. Something that you fought for, as I said, 300, 400, 500 tanks. Yeah, that will change things. And how do you train the crew? Well, it was interesting because I saw the inside of one of the tanks. It was a German tank. And they had little pieces of plastic with attached on top of the whatever German inscription on the tank over there, like I don't know, up, down, or whatever it was in Ukraine and so on. But still, you can learn faster if you have those plaques all over and scratched and whatever, and put the Ukrainian in a Ukrainian and Cyrillic language, written language, whatever. How do you call it, man? Script? No, it doesn't. I can't remember. Alphabet, Jesus Christ. Anyway, my friends, here it is. Unsurprisingly, they are done. And where are the French semi-tanks? Remember those semi-tanks on rubber wheels? Like the almost Second World War tanks. This is a joke. They say we support Ukraine. I don't know. It's just certain things don't add up. When they tell us that there's a all war over there and the Russians wages this and wages that, but the Ukrainians cannot do this. We're going to give you this weapon, or you can't shoot over there. You can't do that. Why? Not to anger Russia. For God's sake, you send guns over there. You send howitzers. You're going to send airplanes. You're going to fight over there. You have tanks over there and armored fighting vehicles, and you're telling me that you don't want to anger Russia? You gave them almost everything in small amounts in certain ways. Small amounts in certain. You gave them ammunition a lot. You gave them what? 30-some HIMARS. You gave them 3 Patriots. Is that what it is? You should send them, if you really want to fight real all war, I don't know, like 50 or 100 Patriots, but you don't have them, it seems like, and we pay for them. How in the fuck we don't have them? And we don't have the HIMARS missiles. We don't have the the United States doesn't have, borrows it, takes it from Japan in order to supply, how do you call it, our defenses, because we depleted ours. This is garbage. And these guys have a budget of what, $886 billion voted for this year, for 2024. Where is that money going? I tell you, it's just bureaucracy. People eating very well, staying over there, moving around. You got a lot of people paid by what? Taxpayers, loans, and printed money. Remember, if you would bring all the military deployed around the world, as some people claim, bring them here, what are you going to do with them? Your economy is not a booming economy. You're going to have all of a sudden more than 1 million people or more would want to be unemployed at working age. What are you going to do with those guys? Oh, pay them just to stay home for about, what, 5 years or something? Nah. So anyway, here it is, my friends. These guys are gone with the 18 Leopard tanks. That was a joke anyway from the start with. But what they did, they wanted to test it. that was a testing ground, and still is, to see how these Patriot missiles, work against the Kinzhaus, or the HIMARS work against S-300, S-400s, or airplanes. That's how it is. It's a testing ground, and then an advertising opportunity for Rheinmetall and what was that? Vedman. I gotta remember that one because I want to use it in the past. I want to use it in the past. Or Wegmann. Okay, Wegmann. Kraus Maffei. Wegmann. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.